Tank is bringing another rendezvous fight before the Lamont Roach fight. Eddie leaks that Tank and Jake Paul is going to fight in November after Jake Paul fights Chavez the end of June, Chavez Jr. And apparently they supposed to be fighting, I think, around a week within each other. The rumor is Gervonta Davis is going to fight Lamont Roach June 21st, and then Jake Paul is going to come back the following week. I think fight Chavez or something like that. What's so crazy about it, Tank, he fought Lamont Roach. I can't remember when he fought him. Was it March? He was going to wait all the way to November to fight Jake Paul. I don't really understand that. Why not turn around a few months later? Why not just keep the ball rolling? But, I think Tank said this was his last year fighting, and this is probably what he meant. Okay, I didn't have to fight a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or Tia Female Lopez or Lomachenko to get this big seismic fight or seismic payday. He like, okay, I can make all this versus Jake Paul. I can walk away. And I noticed, kind of the interview, I forget what interview it was he did with somebody, and he started talking about, why, the older brother, I forget his name, from Baltimore. He started kind of talking about how Dev, didn't, how he kind of had some disdain for Dev because he chose to box when he was privileged in his mind and he didn't have to box. And in his mind, he feel like, why would anybody do this if they didn't have to do this? Because he don't love the sport of boxing. So my bad, I had a call, but I don't know where I was at about Tank, but I'm pretty sure it was about Tank. So whatever. So he was kind of whatever I was saying about him and Dev, whatever. I was a wrap. So yeah, they want to he gonna make enough money, doing this fight, man. And I just figured that for the most part he has enough. He probably figured I got enough money fighting Jake Paul. I don't have to use those other guys to get to where I need to get to. And it is what it is. The sport would be better without, bitch-made niggas like Tank. So I hope they make a bunch of money where he don't never have to come back to the sport of boxing and we can move on. And like I was saying, I remember I was saying now, like, he has a situation where, he's like, oh, Tank, Devin don't have to do it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have to do it. He don't have the heart of a fighter. And I just seen a video YSM did where Hitchens said Tank's scared to lose. I mean, how can you be from the gutter? How can you be from the hood and you scared to lose? You know what I'm saying? How can you, barely be from the trenches and you scared to lose? What you scared of? Everybody have embarrassing moments. A lot of people point the finger laughing at Shannon Sharp, but there's a lot of people that did the shit that he was accused of doing. Right? But it goes under the radar, or the women don't have nothing to financially gain from it. A lot of times it's just about financial gain. Okay, Jimmy did something to Kimmy. Kimmy don't say nothing for 5 years. Jimmy blow up and win the lottery or become a big star on TV. Now Kimmy, it's all about what let me say this real quick about women. It's all about money. If I don't benefit them financially, they don't care nothing about it. That's what that way, 5, 6 years down the road or 20 years and then, oh yeah, I'm broke, I need money. That's why it is. Well, I don't want to put them in jail, I just want money. That's what it's about. So, but yeah, everybody take L's. That's my thing. You come with it, everybody get embarrassed. Everybody do. But him fighting Jake Paul, Eddie Hearn leaking that up, so be it. That's why he was so confident about retiring. What's so funny? I'm going to retire, and it's like he's a virus to the sport of boxing. He's a true virus to the sport of boxing. And in reality, it's sad. In reality, it's sad. Because he's actually a phenomenal fighter, but, no athlete, no person, no fighter is perfect. But he lacks the heart, he lacks the competitive nature, and then for him to get in there with Jake Paul, like I said before, that's crazy. That's crazy. So if that's what they doing, so be it. Y'all can support it all you want to. I ain't mad if you do support it. Support Gervonta's retirement fund. When him and Canelo retire, hopefully they can get back to true competitive nature. You know, that's what I hope they can get back to, true competitive nature if them dudes retire. But yeah, I mean, they can do their fights, and I ain't mad at it. They tried to rendezvous it, and guess what happened? They tried to rendezvous, and guess what happened? They lost. Lamont Wood should have won, but we know what it was. So, you know, charge it to the game. Charge it to the game. That's all you really can do. So, but on a serious note, you know, PBC need to make some money. They need to show their worth to Amazon Prime, and then they had that weak ass press conference on that COVID press conference. That's what I'm calling it, COVID press conference Zoom call for Caleb Plant and Jamil Charlo, Thomas Lamont, and whoever Caleb Plant fighting. Like, for what? Y'all was better off saving everybody time than doing that weak ass press conference. You know, Charlo snapping, calling his opponent a bum. You know, like, we already know y'all bum bashing. We get it. We get it. Y'all bum bashing. When in reality, y'all should have went in. Y'all should have went in. Y'all should have went into this fight and fight each other. Fuck you, Charlo need a tune-up. Every time he get a tune-up, he out for the next 2 or 3 years. And I will say, you know, they might as well cash that ass out. This dude get on break every day and ride his bike. He just ride. One day he had a dirt bike. He was on his break riding his dirt bike and flipped over, had to go in the ambulance. You just looking like, bro, you know, what the fuck is you doing? You know? So yeah. So when you know, you look at all that, man, like, PBC is hanging on the limb. You know, and I don't really have, like I said, I don't respect Tank, man. Like, you had all this opportunity to fight all these guys, and you did interview. Yeah, I'm playing all them. I'm retire. Your whole plan was to find the easiest fight to cash out with, and then shake the spot. That's what he did. He found the easiest fight he can get and shake the spot. That's what he did. He found the easiest fight he can get for the most money and shake the spot. And there was a rumor that he was trying to get Jake Paul to come down to 140 pounds or something like that. I'm like, what? And, you know, I believe it because of his character. I believe that's his character. That's his character. That's his character, but, you know, y'all gonna turn that up into a super fight, and so be it. I ain't mad at y'all. Do what y'all do. And I don't want, if this nigga go in the Hall of Fame, burn it. That's one sucker nigga that should not go in the Hall of Fame. Burn it. I don't know if people feel bad for him because they feel like he got a what you call it, a disability. Like, because people, not just the media, but other fighters handle Tank with kid gloves. They don't never have the same ill will they have for other fighters like Deontay Wilder, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. They don't even have half the malice they have for Canelo, for Tank. Tank get away with murder. Do they feel bad because, you know, he legally short or he legally a little slow? You know what I'm saying? He really should have a helmet on. Is that why they feel bad for Tank? Because they don't never keep it a bean about Tank. Everybody soft shoe Tank. Everybody handles Tank with kid gloves. You ever notice that? Don't nobody, you know, say it with their chest with Tank. Ain't like he can hurt you. The nigga went the distance with a bartender, bruh. What he say on when he say on The Hangover, he said, yeah, his wife cheated on him with a bartender. He was a bellhop, Phil. I love watching those movies. I can watch them shits all day, nigga. But yeah, man, him and Jay gonna make a bunch of money, and hopefully we don't have to see Tank again. Hopefully he get real fat like Prince Nazim Hamed or like Marcos Madonna. We never hear from this dude again. That's what I'm hoping. I don't hope he lose. I don't hope he win. I don't hope him a good life. I just hope if this what he chooses to do, I hope we don't never see this nigga again. I hope after Canelo and Crawford, we don't never see Canelo. We don't never see Canelo again. Never. I don't want to be like Paul Walker. and I see you again. No, I don't want to see him again. He go on his ranch, ride his horses, you know what I'm saying, and be happy. I don't want to see that nigga. I don't want to hear. I don't never. Like Dave was like, where did boxing go wrong? I put them two niggas' faces up there with Pacquiao and Mayweather. This is where boxing went wrong. But that's all I had to say, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Join the Patreon. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.